They literally claim 30x vitamin C serum. That is 30 times vitamin C. To what? 30 times to what? And the joke of the year, this product is dermatologically tested. I want to meet that dermat. Hola beauties, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, my name is Gurish Kaur. Welcome to my channel. So I got my hands on the Garnier Light Complete Vitamin C Skin Booster Serum as soon as it launched in India because I was really intrigued by that product. Like, a vitamin C for that price is like, you know, commendable. The only mistake I did while making this purchase was not reading a single ingredient on the product, because most certainly I bought it from the intention of reviewing it. But trust me, I have some really hot piping tea in here for you all. So to know more, please keep on watching. With you in the middle. Okay, so I literally have so much to say that I have to decide from where to start, and I'll actually start from the part that Garnier actually reached out to me for this collaboration for their new launch. And in the very mail they mentioned that it's going to be a light complete serum. That was a complete turn off for sure, because I do not promote skin lightening, whitening and, you know, terms like those on my handle. Just does not go well with me, so I just refused them. Moreover, that was a barter collaboration, and sis, what the hell do you even mean by a barter collaboration? I mean, would you work as an employee, would you work at an office or at a company or whatsoever for free and they just give you a couple of products at the end of the month? That sounds so sick. I don't know how much longer it will take brands to realize that there's nothing mutually beneficial in this barter nonsense. Regardlessly, it's not about that, it's about the product today. So since I did not accept the collaboration offer by Garnier, I actually went ahead and purchased the product, and that's okay. I'm fortunate enough that I can afford and purchase the products I want to try and review. Regardlessly, the MRP of the product is 450 rupees, but it was on a good discount and I got it for 350 rupees from Amazon. And this is what the product packaging looks like. It comes in this clear glass bottle kind of packaging. It has a serum dropper on top. Yeah, so it has this milky, lightweight texture to it. So that is that for the packaging, texture, feel of the product. Now we're gonna move ahead to my personal favorite section of the review series. That is just post-morteming the ingredients. Is that even a word? I don't care. Basically, I'll just post-mortem all the ingredients, actives, chemicals, everything in there, and that's the real tea you're in here for. So I did mark up some ingredients that I wanted to talk about, but yes, in particular, how could I even forget? The ingredients of the product are not mentioned either on the bottle or on the outer packaging of the product, or even on Garnier's personal website, the India's website. They're not mentioned there as well. I had to refer to their Philippines website to get to know the ingredients. That is supremely odd. It can't get funnier than this. The ingredients on the Garnier India website actually says enriched with yuzu, lemon and 30x vitamin C. Thankfully, they, you know, cleared it out below that 30 times is with reference to their Light Complete SPF 40. I'm sorry, Team Garnier, with all due respect, that is so silly to mention 30 times vitamin C compared to one of your other products. Can you just not simply mention the percentage of vitamin C or ascorbic acid in there? Is it that difficult? So yeah, I just wanted to clear out, there's nothing specific against the brand. It's just this one particular product launch of theirs that is pretty sickening. And regardlessly, we're going to start by discussing the miraculous claims on this product. It claims to lighten your dark spot in 3 days. Like, that is some ballsy claim. I mean, sis got work to do. Sis does not have time to, you know, apply a serum for 3 weeks or 3 months. Nope. We want the results in 3 freaking days or Guys, hear me out for once and for all. No topical skincare, be it a cream, serum, oil, anything can give you miraculous 3-day results. That's very lame and very unprofessional, if I would say, as a skincare brand. I mean, that's very childish. So I'm going to straight away jump onto the ingredients and talk about each problematic ingredient in there in particular. So the third ingredient in the ingredient list itself mentions alcohol. Like, if you're new to the skincare world, ingredients are supposed to be mentioned in the order of predominance. That is, higher the concentration of that ingredient in the product, the higher it will be placed in the ingredient list. So if alcohol is ranked at the third, it's an alarm from your skin to you. Okay, spoiler alert for my girls who are not interested in all this science that I'm gonna spill right now. It's an extremely bad product for your skin. It's gonna do more harm than good to your skin, and that is pretty much it. Not recommended. But if you want to know why I have said so, please keep on watching to know the science it is backed by. Okay, so this product contains not one, not two, 5 problematic ingredients that could be really irritant to your skin, can even cause acne, breakouts, or inflammation. And enlisting the same, it's alcohol, perfume, benzyl salicylate, limonene, and linalool. So I'm going to address each of these ingredients one by one. So I know alcohol in skincare is a pretty controversial ingredient. Yes, it does help with making the formula more lightweight, enhances the product penetration and everything of that sort. But studies have also proven that regular use of alcohol, and if you're going to use this serum like twice a day, you're going to be, exposing your skin to alcohol twice a day. That's a lot, and it can lead to drying up your skin like extremely. It can be very, very drying, and also the regular use can damage your skin barrier and make your skin in general more sensitive to sun and heat. So perfume is mentioned somewhere in the middle of the ingredient list. And did you know that perfume, like when brands are referring to that ingredient as perfume, it contains up to 30 to 50 chemicals on an average, and could even contain up to 200 chemicals. That one perfume word actually represents 30 to 50 or even up to 200 chemical compounds that have no skin benefits. Please hear me out. Perfume has no skin benefits. It's not going to treat your skin. It's not going to treat your scars. It's not going to help you glow. Perfume has zero skin benefits when it comes to skincare. It's just for that aromatic experience. Additionally, this stuff is supremely fragrant. Like so fragrant that even my deo has less fragrance than this. And thirdly, it also contains benzyl salicylate. That is also a kind of perfume. It's basically referred to a light floral smell. But the reason it is mentioned separately and not just included in the perfume category is because it could be allergic to certain people. And can you just guess by this already? Like, they have to mention a particular fragrance separately to check if you're allergic to that or not. Please save your skin, my girls. So I'm just gonna club the 4th and 5th ingredient in there because they have similar harms. And did you know that it is a super common fragrance amongst perfumes? It's literally a super common fragrance amongst 90 to 95% of perfumes that you surely don't put on your face. So why are you putting this product on your face? Oh my god, I can't see you doing that. So I'll tell you exactly what's the problem with these 2 ingredients and why I have mentioned them separately. So these 2 ingredients can turn allergenic over time, like after opening the product. However, this product does have a 12-month shelf life, which is not bad, but you're more prone to being allergic to an older opened bottle of limonene and linalool than a fresh one, if you get me. And yeah, it's a super cheap fragrant ingredient for brands to add in there and cut their cost and stuff like that, but it sure smells nice and citrusy, but not for your face. Regardlessly, it also oxidizes when it comes in contact with the air and becomes more allergenic, like over a period of time. Yeah, my friend, in short, this product has alcohol and loads and friggin' loads of perfume in there. Garnier, I was honestly like just right away suspicious when it was like, I was like, 450 for a vitamin C, sounds great. And my friends, how could I just forget it? Vitamin C, they have not disclosed the percentage of the main ingredient, that is vitamin C. what? Like 30 times more vitamin C in reference to your another product does not make much of sense. And we want to be vigilant consumers, and we also want you as a brand to be accountable for that. The only pros of this product, as I see, is that it gets absorbed into your skin real quick, does not leave your skin greasy or oily or anything of that sort. And additionally, it also has a pretty long shelf life, that is 12 months, considering it like an active product. So yeah, that's all I got for you today. Be vigilant consumers, hold brands accountable for gimmicky claims and not disclosing the ingredient list and the percentages. Hold brands accountable. I'm not gonna start up with the rant again. I hope this video helped to save your money and or your skin. So until next time, goodbye beauties. See you in my next one.